Welcome back, Truth Seeker. October 31st, 2018, the Day of the Dead, Halloween, Hallows Eve. In the headlines this evening, the death of baseball great Willie McCovey. They're saying he lost a battle with illness, dying today. And what I'm going to show you in this video is that no doubt he's the latest ritual murder by numbers. We just talked about Whitey Bulger being killed as a ritual for the 114th World Series. No doubt the same thing has happened here with Willie Lee McCovey. Today's date has 79 numerology. The word murder sums to 79. The full name, Willie Lee McCovey, also 79. I remind you of Mac Miller, the rapper who died on September 7th. Date that can be written 7/9. His full name, his birth name equaled 79. But here's what stood out to me right away, hearing that Willie McCovey died right after the 114th World Series. Talked about this before. The only team in Major League Baseball that has 114 Gematria, in light of the 114th World Series just ending, is the San Francisco Giants, 114. Willie McCovey, longtime San Francisco Giant. If you watch baseball, you know that the right field, beyond right field, is known as McCovey Cove, named after Willie McCovey. Willie McCovey also wore the number 44. A lot of great black athletes in history have worn the number 44. African American equals 44. Not an accident that the first black president was number 44. Anyhow, the sick part of this is that Willie McCovey, his birthday is January 10th. I forgot to put it up here, but here, I'll just show you. Willie McCovey birthday. He's born January 10th. He was 80 years old. From his birthday, January 10th, to his death today, October 31st, is 42 weeks later. And Willie McCovey was known as Stretch. That was his nickname. Stretch equals 42. Think about the first black baseball player in white major leagues, at least the way most people know it. Jackie Robinson, Jackie 42. This is a number stamped all over Black History, Jackie. And if you want to do a little bit of research, you can verify that this is true. The actual first black baseball player in white major league was Moses Walker in the late 1800s. Notice Moses Walker's 42. He played in exactly 42 major league games before his career was ended. Not an accident. Long ritual with 42 in black history. Goes back to the days of slavery, where the N-word came from. Why February is Black History Month. You know, that's why Martin lived in apartment number 42 in the comedy sitcom. And trust me, there's a whole lot more to that list of 42. But here's Willie McCovey, dead 42 weeks after his birthday, by the numbers, right at the conclusion of the 114th World Series. And I was just talking about this yesterday with Whitey Bulger. I just said, pay attention. You're going to see a lot more people drop dead in connection to the World Series. Every year when sports championships roll around, you'll see all these people die in connection. But you can't pick up on the ritual murder unless you know the code of letters and numbers, Gematria. That's why there's those songs out there, Gematria, the killing name, and Murder by Numbers. Should show you the name Willie Lee McCovey, his full name. Notice it sums to 79 as well as 83 in the base ciphers. Murder, 79 and 83. The song Murder by Numbers came out in 83. In light of this 42 thing, I want to read from my book for a moment. This year on Jackie Robinson's birthday, if he was still alive, there were 3 deaths in the media, all black people, all having names summing to 42. Oscar Gamble, Rajuel Butler, and LaTanya Lemon, the sister of Don Lemon. If you have not read my book, it's linked in the description of every video. 773 pages, just $10. The longest chapter in this book is Murder by Numbers. This chapter is over 150 pages long, and it's just deaths such as these three we're going to read about, one after the next, just showing how all of these people have been ritualistically killed. So let's start with Oscar Gamble, who died on Jackie Robinson's birthday this year, January 31st, 2018. Oscar Gamble, a name summing to 42 in reduction, would die 42 days after his birthday on what would have been Jackie Robinson's 99th birthday, the man who wore the number 42 in white major leagues. Of course, like Jackie Robinson, Oscar Gamble was a black Major League Baseball player remembered for his afro. Adding on to the sick joke, the term afro has a reverse ordinal gematria of 68, and he died at age 68, not coincidentally. Even more, Jackie died on October 24th, 1972, the day leaving 68 days in the year. As a reminder, caskets go 6 feet deep and are often 8 feet long. Also fascinating is that his full name, Oscar Charles Gamble, has a reverse reduction value of 108, corresponding with the ordinal value of Major League. At the same time, his full name sums to 162 in ordinal, the same as Major League Baseball, which has a 162-game season. His cause of death was said to be from an myeloblastic carcinoma, a rare type of tumor having gematria of 135 and 189. I bring up this point because he died days before Super Bowl 52, which the Philadelphia Eagles would go on to win, who are known for the song Fly, Eagles, Fly, having gematria of 135 and 189. Consider Oscar Gamble last played for the Philadelphia Eagles in 1972, 46 years earlier, a number connecting to sacrifice, as well as the opponents of the Eagles in the big game, the Patriots. Further, the date he died, January 31st, or 1/31, is something like 131, the number corresponding with the ordinal gematria of Super Bowl and championship. As for championship, it also has a reduction value of 68, his age of passing. Now, in light of that, think about today, October 31st, it's 1031. Lose the zero, it's the same type of thing. And Willie McCovey has been murdered for a championship. Rajuel Butler, also dead on Jackie Robinson's birthday. The Philadelphia basketball star would die the same day as Oscar Gamble on what would have been Jackie Robinson's birthday, just days before the Philadelphia Eagles won Super Bowl 52 on February 4th or 4/2. Like Oscar Gamble, the name Rajuel Butler equates to 42 in reduction, and considering Jackie Robinson lost his son in a car accident at age 24, it is worth mentioning that the name Butler alone sums to 24 in reduction. I bring up Jackie's son because Rajuel Butler's cause of death, along with his wife's, was blamed on a single car accident. His age of passing was 38. Of course, that's the number that connects to death, murder, killing, RIP. In addition to number 38 connecting to the word death, it also connects to the location of where Super Bowl 52 was played, Minnesota and US Bank Stadium. Both those locations sum to 38. Further adding to the riddle, his passing came 112 days before his birthday, connecting to the reverse ordinal gematria of Super Bowl, or a span of 113 days prior. In reverse ordinal, Eagles sums to 113. The name of the Philadelphia team that would go on to win Super Bowl 52 exactly 113 weeks after the Patriots and Eagles had last played, December 6, 2015. You could also say his death came 253 days after his 38th birthday, where 253 is the 22nd triangular number. Of course, football is a game of 11 on 11 or 22 men on the field. Also relevant is that car crash has reduction gematria of 35, and the Super Bowl was played on the 35th day of the year. Another point worth mentioning is Rajuel Butler wore the number 45 when he played on the Miami Heat. In ordinal, Miami sums to 45. This matters because on the day of his death, the Cleveland Cavaliers, led by LeBron James, picked up their 45th win all-time against the Heat, and the win came a span of 4 weeks and 5 days after LeBron's 33rd birthday. It's also a span of 33 days. Consider LeBron has played for those two same teams in his career, and his nickname is King James, where the real King James had a Bible made in his name the year he turned 45. As a reminder, Holy Bible has reduction and reverse reduction gematria of 45, and LeBron James can become 4 and 5 in NBA Finals by appearing in another championship and winning. He's currently 3 and 5. Well, this was written before the finals were played. The other death that day was LaTonya Lemon. Couldn't find her birthday, but she died on the same day, January 31st, 2018. LaTonya Lemon, a black woman having a name summing to 42 in reduction, would die of drowning on Jackie Robinson's birthday, number 42. She was the sister of Don Lemon, the anchor of CNN's evening news program. Consider the news of her death broke on February 1st, the first day of Black History Month, where February is the lone month having reduction gematria 42. As for the cause of death, the word drown has a reduction value of 29, and her passing came 29 days before Don's 52nd birthday. This is curious because the program he anchors, CNN Tonight, has a reduction value of 52. Also curious is that the name Lemon has gematria 59 and 76 and the same ciphers that Negro, Slave, and Blues do. Consider this news came at the beginning of Black History Month, having Chaldean gematria 59 and ending on the 59th day of the year. Even worse, it was reported she tripped and fell in a pond while fishing, where the word pond has reverse ordinal value of 59. So again, this number 42, it's used in these sick rituals again and again, including murder. Willie McCovey is the latest example, and it's like clockwork. It's year after year, we're exposing this stuff. Those black sports deaths on January 31st were for the Super Bowl. This one's for the World Series. It's going to happen again when the NBA Finals roll around, and so on. It's just clockwork. As well as when the next Super Bowl rolls around. It never stops. This is how it goes. Also, these rituals are used in other ways. Earlier this year, I covered the San Francisco jersey retirement of Barry Bonds. Look at this ritual. I showed how this was synced up with the 114th World Series. Here's a guy who used to hit a lot of balls into McCovey Cove. Barry Bonds had his jersey retirement on August 11th. A date written 11/8 like 118. Barry Bonds equals 118. From his birthday, did I not put it up here? His birthday is July 24th. To August 11th is 18 days later. There's 31 days in July, so 7 more to the end of the month, 11 more to August 11th, 18 days. Notice the name Bonds equals 54 and 18. Baseball equals 54 and 18. And this jersey retirement was 18 days after his 54th birthday. Perfect. Again, all the relevant gematria baseball. 54. We just had that record 18-inning game ending with the 18th hit, which was the 61st at bat by the Dodgers. 61, the 18th prime. Baseball also 162, like the number of games in a season. Baseball 54 and 2 of the 4 base ciphers. 54 outs in a complete game. Anyway, I showed how his jersey retirement was synced up with the 114th World Series. It came 73 days before it began. Bonds hit a record 73 home runs, the majority of them into McCovey Cove. Special number there, 73. The big sports star in the Bay Area these days is Steph Curry, born on the 73rd day of the year, Pi Day. And then I do recall that YouTube froze my video at 73 likes. Also, I pointed out August 11, 2018, the date of the retirement. That was a date with 57 numerology, World Series 57. They retired number 25 for Bonds with the Giants, Giants 25. They played the Pirates that day, the team that Bonds began with, team his father played for as well, Bobby Bonds. And I pointed out that if the Pirates won that day, they'd get their 61st win, the 18th prime, 18 days after Bonds' birthday, which is what happened. So these are how the rituals are done, from rigging the games to the ceremonies to murdering the athletes. It's mind-blowing, fascinating, and disgusting all at once. And more people need to know about it. Been here speaking about it for 5 years straight, and appreciate all of you who have followed and shared the work, but I was hoping there'd be a whole lot more people at this point doing what you guys are already doing. So I actually have a migraine tonight. I have a headache, but I wanted to get on and talk about this because the truth needs to be out there. So Taking a peek at the chat. Dwayne Marion says they're about to have an active shooter drill at his own workplace. Well, Dwayne, don't sweat it too hard. I mean, do have your eyes open, but they're doing this stuff all over the nation. Schools, workplaces, it's a big industry now. Whoops. How did I get to that button? All right, there we go. Uh-oh, I think I just Timekeeper Oshiola says, anyone else have their phone service down tonight, especially Sprint? I didn't notice. Yeah, most people don't get notifications from my videos. That's how they censor the channel, so. Yeah, keep your eyes on Bill Russell. Is he approaching 85 now? 84 years old. He'll turn 85 in February. Basketball equals 85. Boston equals 85. Keep your eyes on Bill Russell. Absolutely. Well, it's 1 a.m. where you are, Crystal. I'm on the West Coast. It's 10 p.m. out here. Yeah, we're live right now. Yeah, the Giants and that's the other thing. I mean, the Dodgers just lost in the World Series, who number 42 used to play for, Jackie. So that's no doubt why they did this 42 ritual. And the Giants and the Dodgers both came over from New York. Please look at your question at 1001. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Here, let me do a search for Josh Hawk. Trying to understand all this ND, it's tough. You're speaking in acronyms. I'm trying to understand all this ND, it's tough. Was wondering, do you believe in God? Yep, I do. Most tired question I get asked. I already have videos out there talking about it. I got a book talking about it. This is the question I was searching for. Also, so can someone predict the future using Gematria? So Josh Hawk, who really wanted me to find his question, has 10 questions to ask that I've already answered a million times. Dude, I predict the future all the time correctly using this code. I mean, I wish you guys would just look around. All right. Justin says he gets notifications for my video in his Gmail. Your mom's a night owl. Let's see. I miss living in Phoenix. It's a lot nicer there this time of year. Could I make a quick list, like a cheat sheet of code numbers and important corresponding words in the Gematria calculator page? Well, Derek runs the Gematrinator page. Could ask him to do it. But I don't think of Gematria like that. Gematria is about putting words together that have logical meaning, relationships, and matching numbers. So, I mean, it's better just to understand what gematria is and how to use it, and with that knowledge, do your decodes and just keep it that way. So, Yeah, I said why the Lakers would win tonight over the Mavericks, did they? I said it would be the King James ritual. Let's see. 113 to 114. What a score. Oh, I love it. Again, here I'll show you all the reasons. The Lakers are now 3-5, right? That's the big King James number. King James became a Freemason at age 35, 3-5. Dallas has the gematria of 13 and 41, just like LA. But King also sums to 41, which is the 13th prime, and King James became a king at 13 months of age. Today's Halloween. Halloween has the gematria of 41. What's 10 plus 31? 41. So LeBron James wins with 114 points, and the opponent goes down with 113. National Basketball Association 113. Same numbers over and over and over in the NBA. So when you guys ask for like a cheat sheet, I mean, just pay attention. Like if there's a certain topic you decode, just know what the numbers are that are relevant to that topic. You'll see how they show up again and again. Just talking about LeBron and 114 and 113 and 35. Just talking about, I mean, I've been talking about the same thing for 5 years straight. So now the next question is, do the Lakers become 3-6, the number that connects to 666, or do they become 4-5? Because King James had a Holy Bible made in his name at the age of 45. Big Holy Bible number. So if you're not on my Patreon, I'm going to be doing every Lakers game decode there all year long. So you'll be able to go back and watch every single game decoded as long as you're a member. Plus a whole lot more than that, but that's just one of the things we're doing on Patreon. Halftime score was 66. Remember how the Lakers and the Cavs met last year for the last time? That was the other thing. The Lakers and the Cavs last year met on March 11th, 11/3. The Cavs, whoever lost that game, lost with 113 points. That was exactly 113 days before LeBron became a Laker. And for both teams, it was their 66th game of the season. LeBron 66, Lakers 66, LeBron James 66. Number of the beast is 66. 666 is the 36th triangular number. I have to look at who the Lakers' next opponent is, but maybe that's an indicator that they will become 3-6 in their next game. What do I think of 11 dead, 6 wounded? What's the name of the mayor in? That's his name. This is the name of the mayor in Pittsburgh who on his birthday, disowned Trump. Notice his name. 116, 11 dead, 6 injured. Now the shooter has a 44 indictments against him, the big shooting number 44. So there's a lot of little rituals in the 11-6 thing. It could be pointing to the election, yeah, absolutely, on November 6th. So Derrick Rose scored 50 points. I got to look at all these things. I don't know. I got to look at it. I'm sure there's a riddle there. Thanks for signing up for the Patreon. Means a lot. Pumping out a lot of, for all you basketball fans, tomorrow night on Patreon, Thursday night, we're spending hours. I'm teaching you guys how to decode basketball games. And what else is nice about signing up for the Patreon is you get more than just me. Now there's a community of people there. Some of them are really good at sports decoding. So you get to learn from more than just myself. We built a nice little community on the Patreon. You liked me with the shades on, huh? Yeah. Looking in the sunlight. It's nice to be in the sunlight. Hey, be sure to subscribe to Marty McSuperfly's channel. He's singing over there now. Quite entertaining. Our resident comedian. Let's see. All right, you guys. Yeah, Willie Mays. I was thinking about Willie Mays. How old is he right now? God, he's 87, huh? It's just sick how they murder all these people. Mm. Somebody says, so I should dominate Vegas, right? Come talk to all the people on my Patreon. They're making good money off my picks. I've helped a lot of people make a lot of money over the years. You should have been there when LeBron came back from down 3-1. I helped make people tens of thousands of dollars, literally. I told everybody it was a guarantee. He was coming back 3-1, winning on the real King James's birthday. It's too bad the channel was deleted. You go back and read the comments. People talking about how they won tens of thousands of dollars. So I've been helping people dominate Vegas. JR Smooth liked the radio show tonight. JR Smooth even called in. No, the Lakers will not be champs this year. Go back on Gematria FX Sports, my other channel. I said why the Lakers won't win this year. It's already a done deal for who's winning this year. I already know who the NBA Finals are this year. This is the easiest year to ever read the NBA Finals. Come on, it's the 73rd NBA season. What did I just say about 73? The Tree of Life is on the Golden State Warriors jerseys. The Lakers got to play the Trailblazers, huh? I'll look at it. I know that the next win for the Lakers over the Blazers will be their 119th win. King James Bible equals 119. Perhaps they get it then because, like I just said, King James had the Holy Bible made in his name when he was 45 years old. The next Lakers win over the Blazers will be their 119th win all time. So Holy Bible 45, King James Bible 119. I'll look at it a little bit more, but that's a riddle that makes some serious sense right there. Hold on, Tree of Life on the Warriors uniform? Oh, this thing right here? Get that bigger so I can see. I do not want this. Oh my goodness. I'll look at it later. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's driving me nuts. Yeah, it looks like there was an oak tree or something on there. I don't know if it's the Tree of Life, but I'll teach you how to not play the lottery. I didn't know a guy got stabbed after the Red Sox game. That's news to me. We haven't seen the sun in a week. I used to live in Seattle. We used to not see it for 3 months at a time. Good evening, JR. Yeah, I am tired, you guys, and I also have a headache right now. So I wasn't going to come on, but I was like, this news about Willie McCovey needs to be out there. So I'm going to get up and do it. I ignored yours. Hold on. I didn't mean to ignore anything. Let me see if I can find what you're talking about. Pitbull attacks Siberian Husky at pet show because pit bulls are like weapons. They're trying to make them illegal. Yeah, there's always all this negative press about pit bulls, but they're nice dogs if you take care of them. A lot of people are scared of pit bulls because they get so much negative press. Yeah, they're loyal dogs. Could you make a quick list like a cheat sheet? I saw that comment earlier. Huh. I don't ignore anybody's comments. My eyes might miss the comments. I mean, I'm trying to scan and keep up. And then sometimes the chat jumps like that, and then I lose my place. Josh Davis, 36, says he was attacked by a group of Los Angeles Dodgers fans Sunday night following the Red Sox's World Series win at Dodger Stadium. He's in stable condition and recovering. Well, I didn't hear about the story. Josh Davis. He's got the Gematria 55 like Boston, Massachusetts. I'm sure there's a lot more to it. I'll have to take a peek. I'll have to take a peek. All right, all right. You guys want to know about this Derrick Rose thing? Hold on. He's on the Timberwolves now? I didn't even know that. Derrick Rose, October 4th. So comes 27 days after his birthday. We know ritual equals 27. Who'd they play tonight? Oh, I already see the ritual now. He scored 50 against Utah. There it is. You know, remember when Kobe Bryant took 50 shots against Utah to finish his career? If you go back and look at the box score, Kobe was 22 for 50 from the field against Utah in his final game. So there's your 50-point ritual. I see we got a guy in the chat who's a little slow here. Hey, Josh Hawk, they're using technology in games. They're using technology. That's how they make sure balls go in and stay out. We've been proving that for years straight. You're just going to look dumb if you try to argue it here. I got facts on top of facts. Somebody told me that Lion Air crash had a lot of financial analysts doing some investigation on there. That could be what it's about. So, Josh Hawk, dude, we're not talking about you. You know, it looks like you're a troll, either that or a moron. We're talking about the NBA. We're not talking about you playing on your YMCA team which your dad coached, you know. For you guys who don't know, I predicted Zion Williamson would end up on Duke last year by knowing this code, you know. We saw Zion was going to Duke because we knew the code. It's too bad Google keeps deleting my channels so I can't prove all the things I predicted. Hey, I was thinking about there was that Simpsons somebody had a sign in the stands at the World Series with Homer Simpson and 119 wins because the Boston Red Sox got their 119th win, winning the World Series. Next year, next season is going to be Boston's 119th season, so keep an eye on that. And again, the Simpsons are set in Springfield. You know? They did that ritual with the Patriots the other year with the Simpsons in 119. Tom Brady came back from that 4-game suspension 119 days before the Super Bowl. To go back and look at it, there was a deeper ritual there. What do I think about the Mexican border caravan? Just another distraction story. It's all distraction. Is there even really a caravan? I mean, that's probably like some wag the dog news footage. Michael Oker says, please answer my question. The one about the caravan? I did answer it. All right, Josh Hawk, you're not a troll, but you got to step your game up with your question answering. When I'm talking about how the NBA's rigged and they're using technology, and you come back and ask, so what, are all my shots rigged? It's like, well, are you in the NBA? Because I don't remember any Josh Hawks being in the league. Here, I'm going to do this for Josh Hawk since he's new here. Josh, I want you to really think about this. Hold on, I have to go to my blog and find the post so I can lay this out for you. 678 Michael Kobe. I want you to see everything here. Josh is new, so he needs to know this. So, Michael Jordan played his last game against Philadelphia, the city Kobe's from. And Michael Jordan played his last NBA game April 16th, 2003, right? Kobe played his last game against Utah April 13th, 2016. And the distance was exactly 678 weeks from Michael's last game to Kobe's last game. And I don't know how old you are, Josh, but these were the two biggest stars in the league, back to back. Now, look, this is how Gematria works. With the alphabetic order, Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, they both sum to 113. It's using the alphabetic order. M's the 13th letter, I is the 9th, C is the 3rd, H is the 8th. 113 times 6. There's another cipher where you multiply each letter times 6. So A's 6, B's 12, C's 18, D's 24, so on. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant both sum to 678. And Kobe played his last game against the Utah Jazz, the only team that sums to 113 and 678. He wrote his retirement poem, Dear Basketball. So you see that? Exactly 678 weeks apart, right? Now, when Kobe was playing his last game, that game was on ESPN1. The other game that was going on in ESPN2 was the Warriors winning their record 73rd game of the season, eclipsing Michael Jordan's Bulls. And here, let me do a search. Thompson and Curry in that game, they set a new NBA record. Hold on. This is the latest Klay Thompson record. Hold on. Where's it at? When they retired Kobe's number, it was a great ritual too. Here it is right here. When Steph Curry and Klay Thompson helped the Warriors set the new win record at 73, where Steph Curry's born on the 73rd day of the year. They also set an NBA record for teammates. They hit exactly 678 three-pointers on the season. And consider, Kobe's dad played for the Warriors. The Warriors setting a record over the Bulls. Kobe retiring, synced up with Michael Jordan. And this same number coded into all of these events. Plus, there's even more to this. But I just want you to think about that. And when you learn this code, you see how all of these rituals are perfect. When Steph Curry had the consecutive three-point game streak, it ended at 157 at the Staples Center. Staples Center 157. Go back and look. Steph Curry's record streak of 157 games with a three-pointer ended at the Staples Center. And, you know, like the Warriors' record home streak at Oracle ended with 54 wins. And just pay attention to how often the Warriors win with 108 points at Oracle. They did it to open up the start of this season. When you learn this code, you see how repetitive the scores are, the numbers, the rituals. That's how you know everything's rigged to the point. And you'll start to pay attention to how these guys purposefully miss free throws to stay on the numbers and the scores that matter. You can see that they're missing the free throws. So... Yep, exactly. Warriors are from Philadelphia, too. The Philadelphia Warriors won the first professional basketball championship. What's up, Frank? All right, I see Josh Hawk's quiet, so he must be studying up. You guys, I got to go to bed. I got a headache, and I'll be back tomorrow. Until next time, true seekers.